We're about to go live, and we are live here tonight. And we are here. Hope everybody's having a good night or a good morning. Um, I figured I would come on here, see one enter the building. Salute to you coming into the building tonight. We're just here to chat about anything. If we can get some people to come in, um, like I said, we'll just talk about anything. One of the um, things that I've been talking about is Lakers and the Heat NBA Finals. Uh, like I said, I hope the Lakers don't blow it. And, Kobe Bryant is my all-time favorite player. Uh, I think the greatest player of all time is Michael Jordan. But it's LeBron James. He's 3-6 in NBA Finals. But this is his 10th one. That's not an easy thing to do. He's won 3 of them. He's 3-6. But if he wins this one, his record would be 4-6. He would have been there 10 different times, which I said is not easy. You have to, I may have to put him as the GOAT. I think he would surpass Michael Jordan. He's already surpassed Michael Jordan in points. Of course, Michael Jordan did retire at one time, so we don't know what Michael would have ended up with. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a good night out there. Like I said, we're here to discuss anything. If you need prayer, if you need to talk about anything going on in your life that you need some help with, we're here for that. If you got any sports questions, we're also here for that. Anything that we could possibly talk about, we will. Also, if you want to talk about boxing, oh man, we got some huge fights coming up. I'd like people to let me know in the comment section what they think is going to happen when Wilder and Fury lock it up for the 3rd time. Now, I've heard so many people said that Tyson Fury has got into the mind of Deontay Wilder and he's going to win. Myself, I don't see it. I think Deontay Wilder comes back and takes his championship back. I think he'll do it in good fashion. But he's going to have to come in. I think he's going to have to get that jab established. I think he's going to have to not move back as much. I think he needs to really press forward with that jab. And I'm telling you, Wilder has an awesome uppercut that I've seen him use, and he can box. But it's easy to get down to a one punch kind of thing because he can knock you out with one punch just like that. So when you start to lean on that one thing, but there were just so many controversies in that fight. If you've watched any of Tyson Fury's fights, they're all controversial. He's cheated many a time. He's took drugs, enhancers. He said so many different things. And if you watch the second Wilder fight, you see there's so many controversies that was in that fight that you can't ignore. That that Fury he cheated. There was no doubt. Now, as far as them drugging Wilder, I don't know about all that. But there was definitely some problems with Fury's gloves. There was no doubt he cheated. But, he got away with it. So what can we do? It's up to Wilder. Wilder has to go in, take care of business, and knock this guy out. I think if he was to go the distance. I don't know if the refs would even give it to him, even if he dominated the fight. I think just so many people hate that man, and I don't understand why. Um, he's the greatest boxer that's come along since Mike Tyson did, and Mike Tyson's always been my favorite fighter. But you know how bad Tyson got in his later years. But he really got messed up in his head. Tyson did. So you know how that goes. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a good night or a good morning. I just figured we'd just get on here, do a midnight chat. We don't have to be on here long, but like I said, if you need prayer, if you need any type of questions that I can help you with, just leave it right there, comment section. We'll be happy to try to help you with anything that you're going through. I know we're living in hard times, and sometimes some of the best ways we can get a lot of things off of our minds and off of our chest is by going in like something like on YouTube and talking to people that you don't know, and sometimes it just helps to get things off your mind, and that's what that's what we're here for. I just want you to know I'm your friend, and I will never discriminate. I will never try to hurt you. The only thing I ask for is to be very friendly in the chat. Don't troll, especially if there's ladies in the room. Try to hold your language. But I know that the computer moderator, I know it catches a lot of the language. But when you get a wrench that you're not, that doesn't affect you, then you could say what you want to say. So when I give you a wrench, I have to be able to trust you, not only to time the people out, but to ban the ones that needs to be banned. Because you come to this channel, there ain't going to be no racism. All right? There's not going to be no racism on this channel. And I'm going to tell you something, and if that's what and who you are, we don't need people that's going to be racist in our streams. That's prohibited here. I've seen another one come in and they went straight back out. So, but we don't stand for racism. Talking about religion is fine, because that's one of the main reasons I'm here, is to work for God, to do things for Him. As far as politics goes, I have no clue on how to help you on that deal. And if you do have anything to say about politics, just make sure you're careful what you say about any of our leaders, because YouTube is very quickly to ban you or put a restriction upon you. It happens easy. But, all in all, this channel, we promote friendship. We promote love. We permit. We always want to show people that we are good people. Everybody thinks it has to be their way. But I'm going to tell you, this is my channel. So it's going to be my way, and my way is going to be done by God's way. So don't worry if you come in, and then if you come in and you listen, you don't want to say anything, that's fine too. But it's like I said, anybody that needs prayer will surely pray for you. I hope that anybody or everybody that does come into the stream, I hope you somehow, some way, given your life to Jesus Christ. That's the most important thing, is to have Him in your life, and everything else has got to come second. Like I said, I like sports. I love to watch I'm looking forward to the finals, NBA finals. Um, but but still, we got to put that second. We can't put that first above everything else. Um, but I don't, watch too many things on television too much. Um, if I watch anything, I usually watch some of the TV series. Sometimes I watch movies. It's just depending on uh, what it is, whatever I'm in feeling, like doing. Um, but the main thing is I come on here to tell you about Jesus. That's my main thing. A lot of people don't like it when I talk about Jesus. Sometimes I can get people to come in to talk about the Lord, and I think that's what we always need to talk about the most. Um, is to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Um, we've all got a lot on our plate. Uh, I know that a lot of people's got to work with everything going on uh, with racists and all these different things, and you've got the fighting, and you've got the sicknesses, and there's just so many things that can get on a person's mind, and I think every American has a lot on their plate, and so just always know that when you've got Jesus, that really it takes. Uh, he gives you that peace. He gives you that joy to help you make it through the day. And every day you wake up, he helps you through that next day, and then the day, and then because we never know when it's our time to go on to be with the Lord. Um, and I think we're living in those last days. Um, you know, if you as Bible readers, um, as people read the Bible and they think that the two anointed ones um, that's going to come back in the book of Revelation, the book, that talks about the two anointed ones, a lot of people think it's Elijah and Moses. Um, but I can't see that, and here's why. The Word of God says that all flesh will return to the dust of the earth. Well, Elijah did not die. He went up in a whirlwind, so he's going to have to come back. But the thing about Moses is he's already died. God buried Moses. So that kind of, I don't see that part. The next one I think is Enoch. Back in the Old Testament, he didn't die. So he's going to have to come back to die. So that's who I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Elijah and Enoch. But I have Bible for what I'm talking about, and I really can't see too much Bible to say it's Moses and Elijah, because the only real place that I see it is when they was at the on the mount, when the disciples saw Jesus and he was with Moses and Elijah. And a lot of people think because that's, when that happened there, that was letting us know who it was. But again, besides that, I really can't, at least the Lord hasn't showed me that I can't find anything that tells me for 100% certain that it is Moses and Elijah. But I have more Bible that proves that it could be Enoch and Elijah. And so, again, it's not a thing to fuss about. But but this is just it's just we take it for what it is. Everybody's got their right to their own opinion, their own belief, and again, that's not a heaven or hell issue anyway. But if it would be a heaven issue, then it would be serious. But other than that, you might think it's John the Baptist and Moses. I mean, a lot of people comes up with a lot of theories, and but like I said, I respect everybody as long as, like I said, it's not a heaven or hell issue where they're coming completely against the Word of God, because the Word of God is the only real true thing that we have. People think it's a tradition, it's a man thing, but you see, the Bible was written by man, but it was God that done the inspiration on what they wrote. That's the difference in what people think and what people believe. And that's just the way it is. Like I said, everybody has different opinions. But like I said, it's nothing to fuss or fight about. But when it comes to the heaven and hell issues, that's definitely, well, it's like I said, I stand on the Word. I will not back down on what it says. A lot of people will, but God has helped me to stand and never back down on the truth. I don't believe God would show me something 20 years ago that it was supposed to be this way, and then 20 years later he changed it, his rules. It doesn't work that way. God said there's only one God. He didn't know of any. He said he never changes. He says the Word will never change. So why would God tell me one thing's a sin 20 years ago, 20 years later it's not? That's because that's not right. It's incorrect. I don't know. I had some message come up there. I get a lot of messages sometimes. I am subscribed to a lot of channels, which I haven't been able to watch as much here lately. But I want to get back watching those channels. I haven't been able to do as much as I want to do. It seems like always something happens or something comes up. But anyway, we also want to do some music streams down the line. It will be gospel songs. It'll be worship songs. It won't be anything other than that. And, you can feel free to come in and just listen. Sometimes it's just, it's music that you need. Sometimes we can say the right thing through music. And we'd be surprised how God will use music to help you to whatever problem it is that you may have. And again, the comments is open. If you want to talk about anything, come on in. We'll talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. But the most important thing, like I said, to talk about is Jesus. I don't know who the two that came in. I don't know, Caden, you're out there or not, but if you do, you can write in the comment section. And like I said, I like to rinse you up. There's only very few that I trust to do the right thing. But in all, it's about I'm on here to make friends. This is not about people get on here and fighting amongst each other. That's not what we're about. And that's like I said earlier. People come in here and they'll try to tell you what they can do on your channel. I'm going to tell you something. This is my channel, and there's not going to be no racist talk coming into this streams. None, never. I've never been racist, and like I said, I don't look at it as color. A lot of people does, but I don't. We all are equal in the sight of God. He said he's no respecter of persons, and I believe that. But like I said, everybody's always looking at the color of the skin, and it shouldn't be about that. I don't care if you're Japanese, Korean. I don't care if you're an Indian. I don't care if whatever. I believe everyone that's here in the United States, we are Americans. We are all U.S. citizens of the United States. I don't approve of everything that's going on, but I do know one thing. I believe in freedom. I believe in the Constitution. Not everything, but what I'm saying is, when it comes down to freedom of speech, freedom of religion, the rights to bear arms, I believe in these things. I believe that we all should have that right to do these things. And there's so many things that's written in the even in the, like the Declaration of Independence. There's just so many things that I don't remember from the school from my younger days. But the thing about it is I still believe, and I don't believe in the nation itself. I believe in the people in it. You have drug addicts. People have gave up. I don't believe in giving up. I don't care what they've done, what mistake we've made. We can't give up. And I know we've got a lot of bad people out there, but I know they can change. I know they can change. They can be better. We all can be better. But I know that no matter what it is that they go through or what they've done, I know they can be better. And we all need to be better. There's always something that we can do to improve ourselves, to improve our walk with God, a better way to be better to people, to be able to give, not always worrying about what you get, but it's nice when people give you things. So you can imagine how people feel when you give them things. So it's like I said, we should do unto others as that you would have them to do unto you. And I believe that. I believe that with a whole heart and a whole mind. Because if I treat somebody good, I want to be treated back good. I'm sorry that it's not always going to be like that, but we still have to love the ones that hate us, and we have to, like I said, we got to be the best that we can be. But again, we just, so many things is going on, and since nobody has come on and talk about religion, so let me get into some sports. Now this is what I just heard a little while ago. Of course, if you're a Los Angeles Clippers fan, they blew a 3-1 lead, and A lot of people didn't think Doc Rivers, the coach, was going to be fired, but guess what? They fired him today. Now the Rockets had fired Mike D'Antoni. Now they was talking about he was going to maybe be the coach of the 76ers and maybe even try to get James Harden. But now we're hearing that Doc Rivers might get a chance to coach the Philadelphia 76ers or the New Orleans Pelicans, which I think is very, very interesting to see how that plays out. And it's like the late, great Kobe B. Bryant said, the way that James Harden plays, he'll never win an NBA championship unless he changes his game. I don't know. I know a lot of people like him because he shoots. But, man, I'm just not one of them guys that wants to see somebody run down there, dribble, shoot. Or they drive to the basket and you just touch them or blow on them and they get 50 free throws a game. That's not basketball. And he gets those calls during the regular season, but he don't seem to get those calls as much in the playoffs, and that's because it's really serious. And I know a lot of people like to see the Rockets. The Rockets made it to the Western Conference Finals last year and blew a 3-2 lead. The Warriors, I think, was the ones that took them out. And then this year they get taken out in the second round. So, James Harden, he's got so much potential. And I think that he's got that issue of being a ball hog, in my opinion. And I see somebody put a thumbs up, appreciate that. But I think that James Harden could be a better player if he would just not be that ball hog. And the problem with James Harden is to me, it seems like, hey, salute there, Ronald Finkley. What's good there, brother? Good to see you in the chat tonight. How you doing? What do you think about the Lakers and the Heat? Who do you pick? Who do you think's going to win it? Good to see my good friend Ronald Finkley in the house. As I was talking about James Harden, this guy, he seems like he's more worried about how many points he could put up in a game. And I think if he could get away from that and like Russell Westbrook, he could do that. He could be that same way. Oh, okay, Ronald, you say you don't really watch basketball. Okay, that's cool. It's good to see you in the chat, though. I think it's about the first time I've seen you in here, but I appreciate it. I know you got to be a Wilder fan. What's your thoughts on Wilder Fury #3? What do you think about it? I'm choosing Wilder in round 7 knockout. But I know a lot of people want to see him knock him out earlier, but I want to kind of see him beat him down for a few rounds, and then finish him off in that 7th round. I think that would be icing on the cake. And, I don't care how Wilder wins. If he wins by decision, that's cool. I get that. But I think to get that, to really show what he is, I think he needs to just go in and knock him out. Just a boxing fan. I hope it's a good fight. I just think Wilder, with all the rest, can be competitive. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Wilder, I think it's like a chess game. I heard, I don't know if you've seen the interview that was, I don't remember if it was. I don't remember if it was on BFTV. I don't remember if it was on his channel or 78. Anyway, somebody was saying that they thought that Tyson Fury had got into the head of Deontay Wilder, and that Fury would win the next fight too. But I'm going to tell you, this boxing match is like a chess game, and I believe with Wilder not coming out saying a lot, I think says a lot actually. I think he's got his mind more on business than he is running his mouth. Because Wilder, I don't think he has to prove it anything, and I think he's going to go in there and he's going to take that title back. There's no doubt in my mind. We all know Tyson Fury is a dirty fighter, and I'm looking for Errol Spence. His next fight, I think he fights. He said, I seen Tyson Fury logging with a guy in a horse and buggy, but Wilder at the gun range with a sore, injured shoulder recently. That's pretty cool. Tyson Fury, this guy has pretty much been handed this championship because you watch the first fight, there's no doubt he was knocked out. That fight should have been over and done. The second fight, we knew the gloves were tampered with. I don't know what all was done as well, but I do know this, is that we have to take into the perspective on this next fight. I think that, like I said, I think Wilder's playing a chess game, and I think he's going to come out, and I think he'll be dominant. I think he'll be dominant, and I think we'll see him take his championship back. But, I see everybody's got the right to their own opinion. I really do believe that. But, I just don't see how everybody seems to, when they go to choose Tyson Fury, they always have to make up some stupid excuse. And that's what really gets me. I mean, it really gets on my nerves because of the stupid excuses that they make. Not sure if COVID will be over by December. I don't know. I don't know, Ronald, about all these things. All this stuff going on. I hope it's over. I hope it gets over soon. I don't know if that'll affect the fight or not. But I know there's a lot of fights that's happening with it going on. So I just will be happy when they get it back on, because I think it's, like I said, it's going to be one for the ages. And it's really the main fight that I'm looking forward to, besides Errol Spence. Errol Spence, no doubt. I think he takes on, is it Danny Garcia? I think that's who he's taking on. I think Errol Spence will win. He said it's good here, but for the pay-per-view, it will be a decision to make. Yeah, I hear you. I know they got a lot of restrictions, some more restrictions than other places. Some people said they should just go down to Texas and have it, because Texas, I think, is still pretty much open. So, it'd be a whole lot easier to just, get it done. Because what I want to see the fight, man. I've got to see the fight. And, yeah, COVID is minimal. Yeah. And I'd like to see, here in West Virginia, we was in good shape, and then all of a sudden the red lines, it became red zone state. It's supposed to have been getting really bad, but something, I haven't none of my friends or family or anybody I know, I thank God that they have never caught it. They haven't been sick of anything like that. Um, I haven't seen anybody sick that I know or anybody that I don't know close by. So, I think I've been pretty blessed, very fortunate to where I'm living at that I haven't had to see a lot of it. I know I hear things that's supposed to, your doctors say, and uh, you get news from hospitals, and different people have different perspectives. But I don't believe what everybody tells me. So again, I just be me. Yeah, I appreciate that, Ronald. I hope you are safe there too. I really hope you're safe as well. I appreciate that. Appreciate the thought. Um, yeah, we've been very fortunate. God has blessed us in more ways than one. Um, but like I said, I've not seen um, any of my friends um, or anything like that has been affected. So most definitely, I'm safe and fam. That's good. Good to hear. Good to hear that you and your family are safe. That's the most important thing. Uh, our family's everything. It really is. Our family is everything. And, and like I said, I don't believe everything that I hear. Um, because I know some people just, they'll tell you anything. And, I'm not that guy. I, I, I try to, you know, I have really good friends and a lot of them I trust. I really do. But like I said, when it comes to a lot of people I don't know, I just don't take anything that I hear. There's even some of my family members I don't take it, at first take. Um, but for the like I said, for the most, all of our family has been good. Even my neighbors have been good. Um, our our rules and regulations have not been severe. You still are not mandated to wear a mask in stores or anything like that, but you're still supposed to do the 6 feet. And but I think we're fortunate enforced it more um, because, like I said, I haven't been seeing anybody sick. So, but I get people get scared and they wear their masks and everything like that, and that's fine. But you know, it's like you said, it's the main thing is we keep our family safe, and it doesn't mean that we go get around 1,000 sick people and bring it home to our family. That's not what it's about. We have to be careful who we hang around. But I'll never turn a friend down. Um, I just don't believe in that. I know if something was to happen to me, Ronald, I would sure hope somebody would help me in a time of need or trouble. Um, I've seen a lot of videos you've made, and a lot of times, a lot of things inspires me. I just don't um, just watch a video to be watching. A lot of times, you need inspiration, and sometimes it's just good to go out, have a good ride, um, especially with everything going on. That a lot of time, most of the time, they want everybody to stay home. Um, I get that too, but more than that, I just want to see everybody safe, um, especially with boxing. Um, these the superstars, they are really uh, just for sure you will, of course, to help. Yeah, I really appreciate it there, Ronald. You know, we just gotta, when we get on here, we gotta keep it real. We gotta help one another. This is not a time to. It's bad enough you got fighting in the streets. When we come on here, we're supposed to be friends. There's no sense. There's enough fighting going on anywhere. So when we go on here, we need to be kind. We need to be good to one another. That's what it's about. That's why I do what I do. Not everybody likes what I do because I talk a lot about religion. I talk about God, but I know He's real, and I know He's blessed me, and I know He's blessed my family. And like I said, Ronald, a lot of people say, "Well, I don't understand why your channel's got so different types of different videos." And I said, "Well, that's that's just who I am. I'm just a West Virginia guy that's trying to stay safe, trying to keep it real, keep it a hundo with my friends, and everybody that I have friends here on YouTube. When it comes to LDVC, all the they're my friends. Don't matter who they are. Some of them I don't get along with now, but that's okay. I just like I said, I back guys like Wilder and Errol Spence, and like I said, I just try to keep it real with everybody. Even when I get on any of the other channels that I watch, which I like I said, I'm subscribed to many of them. I know you are too, Ronald. Probably every one that I am and more. But one of my favorites is and he's got it right too. Ticket TV, and man, that guy, he's got passion, and he's one of the reasons I'm on YouTube because I got to watching his channel, and he was saying the other night, he said a lot of people talk about him on their channel, and I'm like, hey, I'm one of them too. But like I said, we've got these big boxing matches coming up, and I'm looking for Errol Spence to do his thing, to retain his championships. I want to see if Bud Crawford's ever going to fight anybody. Maybe he's going to fight himself. I don't know. And when he does want to fight somebody, it's a nobody, pretty much. So I know Bud Crawford is a great fighter. He's one of the best. But I want to really see him and Spence fight before it's over with. But heck, man, I'd like to see Crawford fight anybody. Kell Brook, I don't care who it is. He needs to fight somebody. Maybe he's looking for that one big payday and ride out, but I don't know. But when it comes to, we talked about football earlier. I don't know, Finkley, I know you said that you're a boxing fan. I don't know if you're into football. Not into football too much anymore. I've always been a Raiders fan, but man, I haven't seen them do anything for so many years. But like I said, you that's listening, if you haven't subscribed, check out Ronald Finkley's channel. He's got great content. He's a good friend. He's always give comments on my videos and channel, and I've always tried to do his. Man, I have been so busy lately. I haven't been able to hardly get on here at all, but we're here this morning, and I don't know where you're at, Ronald, but here it's a little after 1 in the morning. I figured I'd get on here and just chat a little bit. Um, but um, but like I said, we've been blessed. Our family's been safe. Um, and like I said, I'm so glad that your family is doing good. Um, I tell you, I really want to do some hunting this year. Um, I'm not into the big game kind of thing. Happen to have the buck have so many antlers or spikes or whatever. I just go out and hunt and because I love to eat deer meat. A lot of people may not like that, but I like to do that. I like to do some more fishing. Um, we've already we're in the fall season, and it's just time is flying by, man. Time is flying by, and but something, but it's all about staying safe, um, and like what in the world? DJ, hi buddy, Peter Norris here, old adult film star. Great stream tonight. Thanks, Peter. I have no clue. I have no clue. Um, but anyway, welcome to the stream, and everything like that. But just like I said, when you come in, keep it real, don't troll, and everything will be good. And but that's kind of a anyway. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go at that. We just don't believe in trolling, and that's the truth. But this is about, like I said, this is my channel, and he says, yeah, I'm from West Virginia. I sure am. I've lived here all my life, actually. Um, just trying to uh, keep myself occupied these days. I get on here to stream. I get on here to talk about so many different things. No, I've never heard of that. Never have. But anyway, okay, yeah, I've never heard of that, so I don't know at all what you're talking about. But anywho, but as far as like I said, we've got a lot of big boxing matches coming up, and the Charlos, I hear a lot about those. I think a lot of people. I heard somebody was saying, they're on the menu. I believe they are. Oh, your mother's side was from Beckley. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Where do you live? South Carolina. Okay. But yeah, I've never been to South Carolina. I've had a chances to go to places like New York, different stuff like that. But I never did a lot of traveling. Um, but when I get into the mood to do things, I just get out and do it. So like I said, I'm kind of the kind of person I don't like to be told what to do. Not being rude or mean. I just, I like to be just kidding about the film star. LL, sorry, you need to come down. You would love the fishing. Love the fishing. Okay, appreciate you letting me know on the porn star. Okay, all right. Well, what it is that a lot of people would look at your name and might get offended. Um, you know, I try to take everything into perspective because, like I said, we won't have anything racist or anything on here. And say, LL, what? Right? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people would take, your name and they would really get kind of offended about it. But me, like I said, I've had a lot of things thrown my way. And, it's like I said, I want to be good and friendly to everybody. And that's just who I am. But, I don't know if you're a boxing fan or not, but that's some of the biggest news that we're talking about. Got the NBA playoffs, NBA finals. Man, I'm hoping the Lakers pull it out. But we all, like I said, we also we talk about a lot of people don't know. I am a pastor of a church, and a lot of people would run away from that. But anybody that knows me, I'm not that type of person to hurt anybody. Says we live in an offensive world, buddy. I do it because I'm old school. I'm a Braves fan. Well, it's like I said, we live in a world. Yeah, I get it. But here's the thing: this is my channel, and we don't go to hurt somebody. I wouldn't try to hurt you, and I would never expect you to hurt anybody on here. What you do or say to me is cool, but what you say to anybody else, that's where it becomes offensive. And I hope you're not that type of person because I keep it real too. I don't see color. I don't try to use offensive words. I've got a friend on here that may see what you're saying and see it offensive. You actually never hurt anyone. Well, that's good to hear. But that's what I try to, it's the way I want to be. I try never to hurt anybody. I'm sorry to say I've made that mistake and I have before, but I like to think that I'm a better person than that. And so I try to do my best not to hurt anybody. But and it's like I said, I've never been racist. And like I said, if you was to go to a lot of channels, a lot of people would probably, somebody left. I don't know who it was. I hope it wasn't Ronald that left. But anyway, it's like I said, I don't want to hurt anybody. I like to be friends with everybody. Everybody talks about, yeah, you want to keep it real, but you don't want to keep it to a point till you hurt people. That because that's not who I am, and I won't stand for that. And like I said, you come to this channel, it's going to be my way, and it's going to be done my way. And I have friends on here that come on, and they are respectful, and I expect everybody else to be the same way. So that's just the way I look at it. A lot of people will come on here, and I'm going to be honest, I follow LDBC, and I'm sorry if you don't like that. A lot of people won't like me either, but I believe, um, like I said, keeping it real. But like I said, not to the point where I hurt somebody. Because as a person that's trying to be a godly person, um, I mean, it's not going to really help to make me look too good if I'm going to go around and hurting people. I don't think that's what God would want me to do. And I think everybody should be able to respect that and understand that. Because um, I just want to be the best person I could be. Really, seriously. Um, I'm not perfect, but I know nobody is. But it's like I said, I would never try to hurt anybody. And I've got friends on here, especially if you have women that comes on here, they're not going to want to hear any um, bad things. So anyway, I don't know who left, but whoever's left, I appreciate you joining the stream. We're just on here. Like I said, uh, it's open to whatever we want to talk about. As long as, like I said, it's not offensive or anything like that. But we're here to talk about um, pretty much anything. But, if we have kind of got off sports a little bit, so let's, we can get back on, which I said was the main important thing, was talking about God. Living for Him, living for today, because we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. So, all in all, and everything like that, I think that we need to devote our life um, to serving the Lord, because He's the only one. He's the only one that can help us. And He doesn't see us for all the mistakes that we have made in our lives. He still loves us. I don't care what you've said or what you've done. I just know that God, He is a protector. And as you heard my friend Ronald earlier talking about, how his family's been protected, and I'm thankful to God for that. And like I said, I'm thankful to God that He's kept my family protected. He's kept my friends protected. I haven't seen anybody sick um, or anything like that, and I thank God for that, because I know He's a good God. And it's like I said, a lot of people, they don't understand me. And the only reason I didn't say your name, because of, like I said, it was an offensive name. Not, like I said, it's not what you say to me, it's what everybody else looks at. And if they see me allow things like that go and happen, so they start to question me. But the honest truth is, I hope you are a good guy. Like I said, that name was, I think it was offensive to people. And, but, that's your life. So, but anyway, I see we got still a little bit in the chat. I hope somebody's got something to give me something to talk about besides myself. I don't know what's going on in baseball. Man, I have not. He talked about being a Braves fan. I got most of my family is a Braves fan, but I'm a Cubs fan. Cubs first, Red Sox second. I know a lot of people like the Yankees. I've never been big about the Yankees, but Red Sox have, man, they've won quite a few over the years, and I like the Indians too. It's just so sad that they really haven't been able to get that championship. Been a long time since they won, I know that. Um, but all right, I took that message off because people I think would see that as offensive. Um, I just sat there and I kept looking at that, and I said, I've got to do something. So, um, if you could come back with a better name, I will let you come back. I hate to time out people or ban them. But I hope, Ronald, if you're still out there, I hope that didn't offend you too bad. Well, I mean, if you look at it, me, um, I mean, you could take it either way. You could take it against me or anybody. So it's like I said, it's not what I'm worried about, what you say about me. It's what people in the chat that see what you say. Because I have young people that are like 16 that comes in here too, and they don't want to hear that junk. They don't want to hear anything that's offensive, because that's not what we're here about. We're here to help each other. And that's what it's all about. Uh, my channel is for good purposes. Uh, so many people, friends that I have um, on YouTube, I see so many going through so many rough times right now, and and I know it's hard. I see somebody left that might have been the one. Come back with another name, and we'll let it go. But so we're down to one. It looks like, but you know, we're just trying to keep it real. Um, like I said, um, we just we want to do the right thing. And everybody out there, like I said, the main thing I'm on here is, I know we've got off topic and we've got off subjects and all this and that. The main thing is that if you don't know Jesus as your Lord and your Savior, I ask you to let him be. Let him to come into your heart and into your mind. And I hope some of the things that we have said, as we've talked about different things, it's like I said, I try to give everybody opportunity. But as I said, I hope everybody's having a good morning, because we're going to about end this stream because I got a lot of stuff I've got to do tomorrow. But the main thing is this: stay safe and stay strong. Pray. Just, live your life to the fullest. But when you do it for Jesus. And I am your friend, and I'd like to try to help everybody that I can. I may not be able to talk to everybody on a telephone, but I'm here to talk to. And the main thing is this: like I said, I'm here to help. If you ever need any questions you need to ask, or you just need to talk about anything, feel free to do it. But anyway, we're going to end this stream. We're going to say peace, love, and salute to everyone out there. And I hope everybody stay safe, take care of your family. Make sure that you keep them safe. And like I said, don't let your anger take to the streets in any type of revenge like kind of thing. That's not what we need to do. We need to come together as Christians, as Americans. We need to come together, fight the evil together, not against one another, because we're the good guys. But anyway, this boy, DJ7 Life, telling you, thanks for coming out to the stream. Like, share, subscribe, comment, because we're going to end it. We're out of here. Have a good night.